G'day everyone, artist Wayne Dowsent here. And this is my digital painting, Ford versus Ford. It's the awesome 1971 Ford Falcon XY GTH-O Phase 3 and the legendary 1969 Ford GT40 Mach 1. So here's where I'm at with my painting so far. I'm using Photoshop, and the beauty of Photoshop is the ability to work in layers and also to paint with a transparent brush. And that's really the key to my digital artwork. So please check out some of my speed paintings on my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you some cool finishing techniques. So what I'm going to do is create a duplicate of this painting which will sit on top, and I'm going to add motion blur. I want some movement. I want to give the painting a sense of speed, and I want that movement in the road. With motion blur you can set how much blur you want and the direction of the blur. I've set just enough to make it look as though a camera is moving off the start line with our cars, and I've set the direction at 90 degrees north-south. Then all I need to do is rub out the top layer I don't want the blur effect, and that's the cars themselves. They stay in focus. And this is the beauty of working with Photoshop and using layers. Now I'm not too worried about the outer edges of the cars. It'll look like there's a little movement there. You can also see with the rectangular marquee tool I've selected half the image. That's because I only wanted the road to be blurred, so I don't have to erase too much. It all saves time. Once I've erased the top layer I don't want to see, I then select the bottom layer and the circular marquee tool and select the front wheels of the cars, because this is where I'm going to add radial motion blur. I'm not worried about the rear wheels. In fact, I hardly painted any detail there at all, and you'll see why towards the end of this video. I don't want too much radial blur either. I want it to look like the cars are taking off from the start line. Once I've added the radial blur to the car wheels, I need to touch up the hard edges that have been left, and once that's done, it's time to add some burning rubber. And here's the beauty and power of Photoshop. I don't need to worry about making a big mistake painting over the image, because I've created a clear layer over the top, and that's what I'm now painting on. And I'm using a very transparent brush and just building the smoke up in detail. If I go too far, I only need to rub a little out. I'm also looking at a lot of burnout images that I've researched off the internet. It always helps to see how smoke reacts off a rear tyre. And one of the important things is to add shadow. So that's my video on using some pretty cool and very powerful Photoshop finishing techniques. I'm artist Wayne Dowsent, and thanks for watching everyone.